Hello, Cherie Hanson here. Thank you so much for coming on and viewing my video. I would ask you if you would please like it and subscribe as well if you're new here. Also, if you have a friend that you feel could benefit from some of the things that are coming to me during my meditations, please do share. My purpose is to be able to help other people to get to a place of greater peace and calm in their lives. And what happened to you in the past is not who you're becoming. And that I know for sure. I know for damn sure. Because I have been through the black waterfall of stress, trauma, and come out on the other side, and it's quite beautiful. Today, when I was sitting in meditation, what came to me was Red Rover, Red Rover, please send blah, blah, right over. That was a game that we played when I was a kid. And what it was about teams. And the two teams stood and faced one another and held hands in two lines. And then you would send somebody from your team over to try and bust through the line of the facing team. And I saw a post on Facebook about if you think it's bad to help your allies, think about how bad it would be if you didn't. And I was like, oh, there it is again. The world of two choices, the bifurcation, the only left or right, the sense that we're in a war with one another, that the war is what drives us, the teams are what drive us, and we have to help our team. If we don't help our team, then something dreadful will happen. And it just welled up in me as I was standing in elementary school. And, I'm standing in this line and I'm thinking to myself, this is ridiculous. Why would I want to run at a bunch of people and try and break their grip on one another? Why would I try to weaken people in my classroom and be in a place where I'm inflicting some kind of damage or force on them? But it's what I was trained to do. It's what the society was training us to do. And it's still going on now. It's like you're either on my side or you're on my enemy's side. And as long as we keep doing this to one another, we will never find peace. As long as we keep looking at another person to see if they deserve our love and compassion and care, we will never be in a world of kindness and compassion. Because we're always scanning and assessing if the other person is worthy of care. We're always scanning and trying to assess if the other person is human enough or like us enough, is somebody I can recognize. So if I see somebody walk down the street and they have a neck tattoo, that's not me, so I'm supposed to hate them and I'm supposed to snarl and curl my lip. Or if I see somebody walking down the street and they are dun colored, everything they wear has is meant so that they won't be seen, then I'm supposed to react to them and say, that's not me. So therefore, I withdraw, and this is what we do. I withdraw my compassion and love from them because I'm trying to see who deserves my care. It's a horrible world we create when we do that. It's absolutely disgusting. Now, what I do, which really helps me, is I take my mind to the place of how is this person when they were 3 or 4 or 5? If they're walking down the street and it's a toddler, do I assess that their very being is not important? Can I see other people as toddlers, as gentle souls that are just trying to learn something? Yes, sometimes they fall over. Yes, sometimes they make bad choices. Yes, sometimes they do things which are strange to me, which I'm not used to. But they're still these beautiful little souls oh, that came on the earth, and they deserve love. They deserve us to be full-hearted, open-hearted, so that we look at them and what we see is not whether they are exactly like me or not, but what we see immediately that they are human. And so there is no such thing as an ally and an enemy. That is a delusion that was created on purpose by the corporate world of two choices, only two choices. And when you get into a place where you are watching your mind, you can see when this comes up, and I call it the temptation point. I right now am tempted to feel what? What am I tempted to feel right now? What am I tempted to do as a reaction to another person or to another lifestyle or to another way of celebrating the holidays? I mean, there are so many ways people can be wrong if they're not exactly like me. And I think I have the advantage. This is a deep, deep, deep advantage. Is all my life I have been so far out there that there are very few people that I have met that are like me. Now, if that is my path, that means I can't love anyone. I can't protect with my open heart and my compassion anyone I meet unless they're exactly like me. So this is an advantage that the outliers and the outsiders and the early awakening people have, is we're used to not fitting in, and we don't see that as a crime, as a social crime. So I really wanted to talk about this over the holiday season. Each one of us can go out the door with the intention of loving every single person we see. Each of us can go out the door and we can watch our minds as we're scanning and assessing another person to see if they're human or if they're just an object that we will disregard, not look at, be afraid of, send hatred to. And that's going to get us into a horrible state. Because what happens is what you begin, you get better and better at. This is what I know for sure. If you go out the door with the intention of finding people that you will see as objects, you'll get better at it. It'll get to the point where if somebody isn't wearing exactly what I'm wearing, they're not human. If somebody doesn't smell exactly like I smell, they're not human. There's no room for me to connect with them. That is the thing that we're missing out on as we live. And that is the knowledge that what we practice gets stronger and stronger. So if I am going to be critical, if I am going to withhold my love from other people, I'm going to get to be a damn